we saw all the standard integrals followed by integration by substitution. So today we will be looking integration by parts and every other thing. Integration by partial fraction. Okay, these are the some of the question which I gave you in the last lecture. Herein we will use substitution method to do these questions. Okay, let's start. Are you guys able to hear me? Please reply me on the chat. Only yes or no will work. Are you guys able to hear me? Are you guys able to hear me? Gamnaus, Kate Kalyan. If you can reply me on the chat, please reply. Okay, let's solve this question. So you know what substitution is, right? We will try to substitute a value in such a way that after differentiating it, we get the differentiation wala function in our integration. Okay? So so these are the some of the question which I gave you in the last lecture. So let's solve this one by one. Okay. So I'm solving the very first question here. So here if I take I can take anything I want to. I can either take sine ax plus b equal to t or cos ax plus b equal to t, because anyways we have, if I take sine ax equal to ax plus b equal to t, or for that matter I can write it as t is equal to sine ax plus b. So we know the differentiation of this will be nothing but cos of ax plus b, and as per chain rule, if I take the differentiation of ax plus b, I will get a. So my dt is nothing but a times cos ax plus b dx. Okay. So here in place of cos ax plus b dx, I can replace this with dt by a. We are well aware of the fact what chain rule is, right? So this same thing can be written as t times of dt divided by a, and this a can be taken out. This is nothing but t square by 2. Okay. So 1 by a. So the answer for this question will be 1 by a. And what is t? T is nothing but sine square ax plus b divided by 2. Okay, so this is how we can solve these questions with the help of substitution. Are you guys able to hear me now? Okay. So this is how we use substitution. Next, this question, second question can also be solved. Let this be question number 1, this be question number 2, and let this be question number 3. So question number 2 can also be solved using the method of substitution. Just think like what part of this integral we can substitute with, and once we substitute, we should get the differentiating factor value on the numerator. Okay. This is how substitution works most of the time. Okay. So just think, we have two options here. Either we can take 2 plus 3x cube equal to t, because once we differentiate this 2 plus 3x cube, we will get a factor x of x square dx. Or else you can also take x cube equal to t also, because x cube equal to t will also give you a factor of x square dx. Okay. So better to take this entire t plus 3x cube is equal to t. So the differentiating factor of this will be nothing but 9 times of x square dx. Okay. Because the differentiation of 3x cube is 3x square. So dt upon equal to x square dx. So x square dx will be nothing but dt by 9. X square dx is nothing but dt by 9. So this 9 can be taken out. And this will give me t cube. Okay. So this can be written as integration of t to the power minus 3 dt. So this is nothing but t to the power minus 3 plus 2. So plus 1. Which formula we'll be using here? Integration of x to the power n is x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Now this is nothing but minus 3 plus 1 divided by minus 3 plus 1. So 1 by 9 t to the power minus 2 by minus 2. This will eventually give me what? Minus 1 by 18, 1 by t square. So minus 1 by 18 t square, and the value of t is nothing but 2 plus 3x cube ka whole square. So this is the final answer to this question. Okay, please note down the solution. This is the solution for second question. Please note down the solution. Solve this last question. This question I'm talking about, this one. This question you are supposed to solve. Think of what we can put here so that we can get the differentiating factor. Okay, so the last question can be solved using again substitution only. But let me rewrite the question again. So the question is integration of 1 plus log x to whole to the power whole square divided by x dx. Now think of that. What is that value we can take replace with t? So the differentiation of that factor will be there here in this integration. So I know that differentiation of 1 by x is, oh sorry, differentiation of log x is nothing but 1 by x. Or else I can also do one thing. Instead of taking log x equal to t, I can take this entire 1 plus log x equal to t. That will be more beneficial. So if I take the entire 1 plus log x equal to t, so dt is nothing but differentiation of 1 is 0. So log x is 1 by x dx. Okay. So this dx by x can be replaced with dt now. Now this becomes very easy for you. So the question is d square and dx by x is nothing but dt. And the integration of t square is nothing but t cube by 3 plus c. Earlier, if I missed to put this plus integration constant plus c, then you can put it by yourself. Okay. So we will replace this t with 1 plus log x whole to the power 3 divided by 3 plus. So we have done enough problems based on substitution. So I think now if you come across a new question, then you will be able to solve. You must be able to solve. Actually, as I've told you earlier, integration is a bit tricky compared to differentiation. In integration, you need to first arrange your question, and bring it to a standard form. And that is something which you will find a little bit challenging at the beginning. But once you start practicing, you will be very thorough with this topic. Okay. So the next topic is trigonometric identities. Integration using trigonometric identities. Okay. Now here, in order to use a trigonometric identity, you should be well aware of all the formulas which you have learned in your 11th standard. At least the important ones. So I will recall the formulas. Okay. Recalling trigonometric formulas. So if anyone here might forgot the formula, can rewrite whichever important formula will be using here. Let me write it for you. Okay. Firstly, sine 2 theta is nothing but 2 sine theta cos theta. You can write theta or any other variable also. Next, cos 2 theta is nothing but cos square theta minus sine square theta. Now the same formula can be rewritten as, now if I replace this cos square with 1 minus sine square, so this will give me 1 minus 2 sine square theta. or else if I replace the sine square with cos square, so this will give me 2 cos square theta minus 1. Office. Office. Okay, so this cos 2 theta can be represented in 3 different forms. As per the requirement, we can use any of the given form. Okay. You should also know the triple angle formula also. So sine 3 theta is nothing but 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Now this formula is something which you can remember. There's a trick to remember this formula. Whenever I teach trigonometry in 11th standard, so I used to teach them a trick that 7 cube is nothing but 343, right? Everybody is well aware that 7 cube is 343. So 343. So 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Now if you happen to remember the sine 3 theta wala formula, then you can easily remember cos 3 theta also, which is nothing but 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Okay. Okay. So these are the trigonometric identities which you need to use. Okay, so let me give you some questions here. So these are some of the identities which I have written here. It's not like these are the only ones which you'll be using. I would recommend you guys to at least go through the trigonometric identities once, okay? Because trigonometry is extensively used in different topics. Without trigonometry, you won't be able to solve questions from differentiation or integration or application of derivatives, limits. Everywhere you will see extensive use of trigonometry being used, okay? Now, if you are well aware of all the facts of these formulas of integration, then it becomes quite easy for you to solve the questions of integration based on trigonometry. For example, let me start with a very basic question here. So we are supposed to find the integration of cos square x dx. So we don't have any definite formula for cos square dx, but if this same question were asked in differentiation, then you could have directly done it using product rule or chain rule. Okay. What is the differentiation of cos square x? If I would have asked you to find the differentiation of cos square x, then without even thinking once, you would have directly said that the differentiation of cos square x will be nothing but 2 cos x. And as per chain rule, the cos x is nothing but minus sin x. So this is nothing but minus 2 sin x cos x, right? But unlike differentiation, you cannot do a question directly in integration. First, you will have to arrange it make it in such a way that you can use the standard integrals. Now you can take help of this formula here. Why? We have cos 2 theta which is equal to 2 cos square theta minus 1. So what I can do here, I can write it as cos 2 theta plus 1 is equal to 2 cos square theta. So 2 cos square theta is nothing but cos 2 theta plus 1. So cos square theta is equal to cos 2 theta plus 1 by 2. So this is nothing but cos 2x plus 1 by 2 d. Okay. Now just simply separate it. This is cos 2x by 2 plus half dx. So this is half integration of cos x is sin x. But since we have a 2 in the coefficient, so we'll have to take care of that also. Plus half of x plus my next question to you is find integration of sin square x dx. Now this is something which you have to do it by yourself right now. You know that sin square 2x can be written as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. Okay. Please do it, try yourself. I'm giving you 2 minutes here. Okay. Any answer, guys? Want to share on the chat? You can share your concerns on the chat also. So we are well aware of the fact that cos 2 theta, cos 2 theta, you can see here, cos 2 theta can be written as 1 minus sine 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So 2 sine square theta is nothing but 1 minus cos 2 theta, and sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. So integration of sine square dx can be replaced with 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. Okay. Sorry, we should be using x here since as per the given question, the variable is x. Okay. So we can separate it. So this is nothing but half x minus half times of sine 2x plus c. Okay. I'm giving you one more question here based on trigonometric identities. After this, you can start with integration by parts. So last question based on trigonometric identities I'm giving you. I expect everyone to answer. So integration of sine cube x dx. So last question based on trigonometric identities. So here also you can use the identity of sine 3 theta we can use here. See, now it's not necessary that questions will be straightforward. You will have to use this identity. I'm writing it again. So sine 3 theta is nothing but 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. 3 4 3. You can remember this trick, 7 cube. Now let's arrange this. So this will give me 4 sine cube theta equal to 3 sine theta minus sine 3 theta.
साला तेरे बस स्टैंडर्ड वार्ड
3 sin theta minus
कमाई कर बड़ो चीजें जीवन कमाई देखो जाए तो साड़ी जगह है मैं मकरन से बढ़िया सर मजदूरी को भी है तो जात में जिंदगी में गई खराब कर दी है हां आपस में खराब है कर दी है जाट वाट तुम्हारे
3/4
अगर काम कर दो तो पण ऐसे कथा ही कर लियो आपण भाणी गोड नहीं कर सका आपण कहीं आपण 5 साल धंधा है आपण ब्याज बटो कहीं करा
so you can arrange it and write it as 1/12
ये तो एक ही देखे जी
theta minus
के भाणी ना रणो भाणी को दिया
cos theta plus
ये तो प्रमोशन ही कहूं मेरे को नहीं आता हूं नहीं काम तो देखो मकरा में मतलब है बढ़िया है
okay so please write down the solution
जाते माके दाम जी का केला दियो भांजा हो गया
once you are done writing it you can start with the question which I have written here okay Okay, guys, we are concluding our session today. I'm also not that well, so you can solve these two questions. We can discuss this question from in the next session. Okay, we'll start with the integration by parts in the next session. Okay, bye. Take care, guys. Everyone.